Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV, my name is Alex and we're outside Stamford Bridge. You're about to watch the fan cams, but before you do, a little shout out to the sponsor for this video, Match Bingo. If you haven't heard of Match Bingo, it's very simple. It's bingo, except without playing numbers, you play with in-game stats, things that happen in a match, goals, corners, things like that. If those things happen and you have those on your bingo cards, you scratch them out. The more lines you win, the more money you make, okay? 35% of the money they make goes to the Stroke Association, so you are helping a good cause. And to be honest with you guys, a lot of people don't want the hassle. They just want to have a bit of fun. So download the link in the description, guys. Download Match Bingo. Let us know how you get on. If you DM the channel, we'll give you a shout out, because it's always nice to see a few success stories, if there are any, and let me know how you get on. Click the link below. Enjoy the video. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I am here with Jacob and Fathur. Jacob, were you just chatting with Thiago Silva's son?
Was I?
It looks like him.
I'm not aware of
That's what Fathur told me, at least. Apparently that's Thiago. Apparently that's Thiago Silva's son. I don't know.
Apparently he looks like it, isn't it? He looks like it, to be fair, but yeah.
Right.
He comes from Leeds, he was saying. And I don't think Thiago Silva's son will come from Leeds.
No, he wouldn't. No, I didn't think it was, but that Fathur told me. Listen, it feels like a loss. We've drawn 2-2 against Burnley. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. I don't know what to say. So I'm just going to leave you the mic. What do you think, man?
It was bad in all aspects of today, man. And even I can't even blame Poch for the substitution that he made. Look at the lineup from the start of the game. That we didn't even complain about it at all, because we asked Sterling to be on the bench, we asked Modric to be start. Look what we got. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the context of the game itself, that in the first half alone we have a lot of chances that we should have been capitalising, and I feel like this one has to go on to the players, that the lack of composure, the lack of calmness in that final third kind of cost us. That's a 2 points drop, by the way, and the fact that this is the fifth time in a row that we can see 2 goals since the start of March. It's embarrassing, Alex, and I think this is the worst defensive team in the league so far this season.
Is it? Do you know that?
17, I think 17 in the table.
It's right down there then. Relegation
standings, isn't it? But again, we've got to look on our defence as well this season. We've conceded 9 times this season from set pieces. West Ham, Brentford, Newcastle United, Man City, Liverpool, Brentford, Burnley today. That's 9 times. Leicester as well, I think, yeah. And we've got to ask the question as well, how the fuck we concede a lot of goals, mainly from set pieces this season, and 11 wins in 28 games. It's not good enough.
No, it's not good enough. And Jacob, you are very blunt, I suppose, with the way you address the issue with Poch and the owners. You don't like them. I mean, the thing is, though, I suppose, from the way I look at it, I mean, is there more to it than, just one bad thing? I mean, do we need to dig a little bit deeper?
Yeah, but if there's 5 problems, you got to fix them individually. They have to be fixed. For me, that's a bit like saying, my car's destroyed, I need to get a new tyre. Like, for me, I think there's a few problems, but come on now, let's just not be just over positivity. That performance was not good. We literally let Jay Rodriguez run circles around us at one point. Like, they could have won that game. Jay Rodriguez had an open goal, but he decided just to do this bicycle kick to make him look like some sort of fake Ronaldo, whatever he thinks he is.
Yeah, that's why he plays for Burnley.
I mean, no comment, but...
Them players on an Easter egg hunt like you, Jacob, weren't they?
Alright, calm down, mate, calm down. But, nah, it was just not good, was it? And I think you look at draws against Burnley and you're like, there was only 1 or 2 games I can recall of Tuchel where it felt something in even comparison, really.
Well, even when we were 1-0 up, right, I was looking at that game, and just before Burnley scored from that set piece, the second goal, I said, this is just a stressful game. And that's what it is. It's a stressful life of watching Chelsea at the moment. There is no guarantee of points, ever. And just, the set piece aspect for me, obviously we've got the set piece coach coming in from Brentford next season, so you presume it will improve from next season. It's not picked up this season. Why would it start to pick up now, right? But even the fluidity, right? We didn't look particularly fluid today. I didn't see great link up consistently. We had individual moments. Where are we getting our points from, Father? Who's going to win us points? And I'm not going to allow you to say Cole Palmer because he's obvious.
I genuinely, the way that we're going to get these points out from this team alone, I think probably individual brilliance. That's the only way because, like you said, it's unfortunate that we haven't been that consistent a lot this season, and you have to look on some of the performance against the lower teams as well. And that is where I feel like we lost the points a lot against the lower opposition. It feels like we play a different type of football, but then against the higher line teams like Manchester United, for example, or Man City, we always turned up. And it feels like, for me, I'm looking at these players right now, very young squad, but you've got to look at them on the pitch as well. We've got to look on the eye test some of these players that have. Gallagher today is not good enough. Caicedo again today. They're getting carved out in the midfield. Enzo was coasting as well. I'm sorry to say this, but midfield today was very unrecognised. I can't even blame the attack today because I thought they played really well. And defensive as well, like I said previously, really shocking. And that is where.
Yeah, why do you think the attack was good? Because we missed so many chances. I mean, where did the positives come in that sense?
I think it's the creativity of the Cole Palmer for me. I think that is where the game kind of like, we look lively in the attack. We feel like if we haven't got that Cole Palmer player in our team, we could have been like at least 15 on the table. And we have to be blessed that we've got Cole Palmer on our team. But we have to look, again, we have to be realistic as well where we are at the table. We should, against these kind of teams like Burnley, against the lower opposition team, we should be higher up in the table. Look at what Poch said yesterday about, according to the data, we should be up in the table. Where we are right now, we're 11th, 11 in 28 games, and we're about 6 points off the Europa League spot. And we got Man City in the next couple of weeks' time. So I don't know about Jacob, but I'm kind of stressful at the moment watching Chelsea. And then, yes, again, we're going to have to face Man United. But again, I just want to see us that consistent. But again, where, like you said, where is it coming from? I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob, where do you see us getting points from? Because individual brilliance is a term that's thrown around a lot. But how many brilliant players have we got that can do something like that?
Every person in this squad on its day is a good player. But it's just not a gelling, is it? Like, individual brilliance is a part, but I also think it's sort of competence to manage and just not make stupid decisions. I don't think, especially with Poch, I don't think it's working. I'm not blaming it all on him, but even if he wasn't, I think he just needs changing up. Even if he's a good manager or not, which I think he isn't really, but he needs changing up because something's not right. A lot of us go to most games quite depressed. Luckily, if it weren't sunny, I'd be even more depressed, so I'd even be more negative, and I'd say even more about the manager, but luckily it's a sunny day.
Yeah. Do you believe that just bringing in a new manager will change everything then?
No, but it will change something.
What changed something? What do you mean by that?
If we bring in a good manager, we probably won't get Tuchel. Let's look at the example for Tuchel. If he could change us from that team we was under Frank to when we won the Champions League, which I know was a bit on luck, I'm sure he can change us to winning something.
But look who Frank had. Look who Frank had and look who we have. I mean, do you think that that's comparable?
Yeah, I do, because we've got good talent now. It's just a thing. I've seen Mudryk do all of this. I've seen Caicedo from Brighton, a quality player on his day. Same with Enzo. Like, I just think you'd be lying if you said we've just got bad players. Yes, we could do with some experience. Yes, we've got a couple of bang average players, but we've still got capable to beat Burnley today. And to be honest, if you're in the top 15 or 16, you should be capable of beating Burnley. Yeah. And you probably are, unless you're Chelsea. Yeah.
Jacob, interesting said it's easy to bring a new manager in. And can you trust these directors like Winstanley and Stewart getting a new manager in?
Oh, good. Great great point. I didn't think. Oh, not really. Just don't bring De Zerbi. I've heard talk about De Zerbi. Nope, he's done a good job at Brighton, but that job's different. Who do you bring in? I forgot his name, but he was some guy from Sporting. I think. He's
Okay,
from
yeah,
Portugal.
I know who you're talking about. But I don't think Amarin's taken the job. To be totally honest with you.
Do not bring any hipster manager. We don't want any Chelsea Twitter robots sucking the managers like Amrim and De Zerbi, please. Just give me a top manager. Just give me a top manager. I don't care which one it is. Not De Zerbi, not Amrim.
Why would any of them take the job? Why would they? I think Pochettino's a perfectly capable manager who shouldn't be in this position, and he's struggling. So why wouldn't other managers struggle with this team? Well, especially if we don't have European football. What incentivises De Zerbi to leave Brighton and come to Chelsea?
This is why I always kept asking the question of some of our fan base here. Like, again, what do you want him to do at this club with the amount of players that we've got at the moment? You know the board's not going to sack Poch for De Zerbi. There's no way. That's impossible. And the reason why I feel like some of our fan base wants De Zerbi in is purely because, like, oh yeah, they think that he can get the best out of this team. But we've seen with Poch. Can you just make sure that De Zerbi can get the best team out of this team next season if Poch gets sacked? Which is an unknown quantity that's as a result. So it's an unknown. I don't know. I don't know about Jacob, but still, it feels to me that we're dying at the moment with starving with good performances. And at the moment, we just lost Lavia. He's out of the season. We just lost Gusto as well. Apparently, I heard the word that Reece James might be coming back in 2 weeks' time. Oh, sorry, but. Yeah, we're going to a season with unknown quantity, and the points right now to the end of the season is very crucial. And we just got to pick some good performances and good wins as well. Even though we've got Manchester United and Sheffield United, but we need to pick it up. We haven't got time for stupid performances like this at the last stage of the season. We need some good wins and some points.
Back on Father's point, like, yeah, don't bring De Zerbi in. He's done a good job at Brighton, but the job is very different than it is for us, I feel. Can he turn a 7 to an 8, but he might be able to turn a 6 to a 7, but not a 7 to an 8. I just don't know. De Zerbi's not the right man. I don't think there's anyone that proper suits what we're trying to go for, but trust me, Tuchel Mourinho is much better than this clown. I'm calling him a clown because, look, he can't win anything. Like, we're at the position where we're in a final. I'm not saying we're going to win a Premier League or anything, but we've had a position in the final, and we couldn't even beat a bunch of 17, 18, 19-year-olds. If we can't beat them, then when we ever get a final, even a semi-final, that's quite hard, then I don't fancy our chances. Don't fancy our chances against City, but I'll be there, be depressed after the game, wish I didn't come, but then ended up next City away. I'll be there. It's the cycle of Chelsea fans, and it's the cycle of most of us that go to every game, and it's the cycle of most how Chelsea fans get depressed.